Before you go out and spend $3,000 on a new computer, let me show you something for free that fixes the exact stutter and the latency that you've been blaming your computer for. Because a lot of the time, the machine isn't the problem. Microsoft Windows is the problem, and it's throttling your processor on purpose. It's dialing down your CPU speed to save a few watts of electricity that you don't even care about. And then it's asking it to wake back up right when the market explodes. That half second of lag right at 9:30 or right during a Fed announcement, that's the move you were waiting for, and it's gone before you could click. Sometimes it really is the machine, but a huge amount of time, it's Windows quietly stealing your computer's horsepower at the exact moment you need all of it. And the single biggest thief is the power settings and the power system inside of Windows. Today, I'm going to show you how to take that power back with a free tool called Winhance. This is the first of 3 videos where I walk you through this tool setting by setting, curated specifically for traders and for a trading computer. Today is the power settings tune-up, the settings that fixes the stutter at the open more than any other settings will. Not a gaming rig, not a general office PC, a trading machine whose only job is to not choke when the market moves. My name is Eddie Z, and I've been building and tuning computers for trading for over 30 years, and I've had my hands on over 20,000 builds. And I want to be straight with you up front. This is not a scary technical video. If you can click a mouse and follow along slowly, you can do every single thing I show you today. Now, before you touch a single setting, I need to tell you the truth, and there are people on YouTube selling these speed up your PC tips and tricks videos that they won't tell you, and that is, you cannot optimize your way out of a slow processor. If your CPU was never fast enough to trade with in the first place, every toggle in this video is lipstick on a pig, and it's going to let you down. Tuning a slow processor is like putting racing fuel in a lawnmower. It's still a lawnmower. So before we do anything, you need one number. You need to know whether your processor is fast enough to be worth tuning at all. And I built a free CPU benchmark test to give you that exact number. It takes 2 minutes to run, and it scores your processor against the mark that a real trading machine has to hit. Go ahead and click the link in the description, and it'll take you to the exact page where I explain how to test your machine right now and run it before you change a thing. If you're way below the line of what's required for trading, just stop here. No setting in this video will save you, and I'll let you know exactly what to do about that later in the video. But if you're at the line or close to it, then the throttling we're about to shut off is very likely the thing standing between you and a machine that stays glued to the market data and is spot on with the real-time data. Write your CPU benchmark number down because this is your baseline number. Super important. Okay, let me tell you what Winhance actually is. Windows 11 comes loaded with stuff that you did not ask for and you do not need for trading. Background apps that wake up whenever they feel like it, something called telemetry that is constantly sending your personal data back to Microsoft unbeknownst to you, OneDrive trying to sync your files, Copilot, which is their AI, widgets, news feeds, animations, all of it eating your processing power and your memory and sucking it away from your trading applications. Winhance is a free utility that lets you turn that junk off through a clean and simple interface. There's no command line, there's no editing a registry by hand, there's no guessing. You click a toggle, it makes the change. And just as important, if you ever change your mind, you can flip it right back. Now, here is my honest take as somebody who tunes these machines for a living. Winhance is a great tool, but a tool doesn't know you're a trader. It gives you hundreds of switches, but it has no idea which ones matter when you've got real money on the line. That's the whole reason I'm making these videos. I'm going to walk you through the exact settings that matter for a trading machine in the order that matters, and I'm going to tell you which ones to totally leave alone. But first, and I need you to not skip this part, we're going to give ourselves a safety net. Before we install anything or change anything, we're going to create a system restore point. A restore point is a snapshot of Windows exactly the way it is right now. If anything at all goes south or goes sideways, like your platform won't open, your internet acts up, anything, you will roll back to the snapshot and you're right back to where you started, like none of it ever happened. On the machine that you're using right now to make money, I will not let you work without a restore point. So here's how you make it. Go ahead and click the Start button and just type the words restore point. You'll see an option pop up that says create a restore point. Go ahead and click that. A little window opens up called System Properties. In the middle, you'll see your main drive, which is usually the C drive, and next to it, it'll say on or off for protection. If it says off, click on that drive to highlight it, then click the Configure button and choose Turn on System Protection, and then click OK. Now, click the Create button at the bottom. It's going to ask you to name it. Type in something that you'll recognize for sure, like type in before Winhance 1. Then click Create and give it a minute. When it says the restore point was successfully created, you can go ahead and close that out. And that's it. You now have a safety net. If this video did nothing else for you, that one habit is worth it because it means you can work on your trading machine without the fear of hosing something up. Now, let's get Winhance installed on your machine. And I want to be crystal clear about where you download it because this matters. You go to one place and one place only, winhance.net. WINHANCE.net. That's the official site. Do not, and I mean do not download this from some random download site. Don't go to Google, type in Winhance, and then click the first thing that pops up. Don't download it from a forum link or a free software mirror. Tools like this are exactly the kind of thing that bad actors love to fake and to stuff with malware. And on your trading machine, you can't take that risk. This is a machine your brokerage accounts live on, your bank accounts live on. You do all your transactions. You only ever want to install this program from that official source. When you get to the site, click the download button to grab the installer file. Now, quick heads up, Windows and Microsoft Edge, if you happen to be using it, they may throw up a warning that says, this file isn't commonly downloaded. And that's not because it's dangerous. It's because it's a smaller independent tool that isn't downloaded millions of times a day like Chrome is. And as long as you've got it from winhance.net, you're fine. If you get that warning, click the 3 dots and then choose Keep. If it asks you again, just click Keep again. Now go to your Downloads folder and double-click the Winhance installer. Check the box that says I accept the agreement. Click Next through the screens. Choose the regular install when it asks portable or regular, and make sure it creates a desktop shortcut, and then click Install. Leave the box checked to launch it and hit Finish. The very first time Winhance opens, it takes a little longer than normal, and that's actually a feature I like. It checks whether System Restore is turned on, and it may offer you to create another restore point right there. I would recommend go ahead and making a second one. You can never have too many safety nets on a machine you make money on. Now, before we touch a single toggle, here are some rules of the road. And rule number 1 covers everything. If I don't mention a setting in these videos, just leave it at its default. You're not missing anything. The stuff I skip either doesn't matter for trading or it isn't worth the risk. Rule number 2. We do one section at a time. Today we are doing all of the power settings. Then we stop, we reboot, and we test your trading applications. If you flip 40 switches at once and something breaks, you'll never know which one did it. And one other heads up, Winhance gets updated constantly, so some screens may look a little different from what you're seeing here in this video. This is how the app looks as of today, the day of filming. Just remember the principles don't change even when the buttons move around. One more thing you're going to see on every screen. Winhance marks settings with these little badges. The first badge says recommended, and that's what the tool's developer suggests. The next one is default, and that's how Windows ships the program. And then there's personal preference, which means it's your call. And a red badge that says new means a freshly added setting. Today, that means mostly AI settings. Keep those in mind because the tool's recommended settings are not always what I recommend for traders. So don't go always with the recommended settings. So let me show you what's actually happening under the hood. Your processor, your CPU, you know, the engine of your computer, it's capable of running at different speeds. And when Windows thinks you're idle, like you're reading or you're waiting or you're just watching, it slows your CPU down to save power. And that's fine when you're using a laptop on an airplane. It's a disaster for a trader because the market doesn't warn your computer before it moves. The market rips, your platform suddenly demands everything your processor has, and your CPU is sitting there in a low power mode, half asleep, having to spin itself back up. And that spin up time is the time you have freezes and latency. that half a second. Think of it like these new cars that shut the engine off when you come to a stop sign or to a red light to save gas. Doesn't that drive you nuts? The light turns green and now you're waiting for the car to start back up before you can even move. That pause is fine on a quiet street, but at the market open, that pause costs you the trade. What we're gonna do is tell Windows, stop idling this engine. Keep it running, keep it ready all the time. And here's how. Open Winhance and click Optimized on the upper left, and then go into the power screen. Everything we do today lives on this one screen, the power screen, and we're gonna go top to bottom. At the very top is the power plan dropdown. You'll see Power Saver, Balanced, High Performance, Ultimate Performance, and one more you'll see, the Winhance Power Plan. And on a desktop trading computer, on a desktop, pick the Winhance Power Plan. It's the most aggressive option on the list. It tells Windows to stop trying to save power and just deliver full horsepower on demand. If your version doesn't show it, Ultimate Performance or High Performance is the next best choice. This is the single biggest fix for the stutter right at the open. And on a desktop plugged into the wall, there's no downside. You're not on a battery, so who cares how much power it uses? One warning if you're using a laptop. A laptop is a sealed box with a tiny, tiny cooling system. And running the most aggressive power plan flat out can cook that laptop. Heat is the enemy. On a laptop, choose high performance instead. But never, ever trade on balanced or power saver. Those are the exact modes that throttle your processor and cause the stutter we're fighting. And if you can, keep that laptop plugged in during trading sessions. A dying battery should never be the thing that's managing your open position. Now, one more thing about laptops, and this applies to every single setting in this video. When you open these settings on a laptop, you're going to see something a desktop doesn't have. Every setting has two columns instead of one. One column says plugged in, and the other column says on battery. Here's what to do. Everything I tell you today, every single setting, all the way down the screen, goes in the plugged in column. That part's simple. Now the second column, on battery, what you do here depends on one thing, and only you know the answer to this. Do you ever actually place trades while you're unplugged and you're running on battery? If you never trade while you're on battery power, you only trade at your desk, you're always plugged in, then leave the on battery column completely alone. Don't touch it. Your laptop will run cooler and your battery will last a lot longer when you're not plugged in. But if you do sometimes trade unplugged, like when you travel or the power goes out, then set that on battery column to match the plugged in column. Same settings on both sides. Just know this, here's what you're giving up. Your battery's gonna drain faster and your laptop's gonna run warmer. But what you get back is a processor and a laptop that doesn't throttle itself in the middle of your trading. Either choice is fine, just make it on purpose. Now we work down the screen. Under display, turn off the display to never, or you can turn it to an hour if you want your screens only to sleep when you walk away. What you never want is a short timer that blanks out your monitors mid-trading session. Under hard disk, turn off hard disk after to 0. That means never. Your drive should never be spinning down while your platform is trying to read data. Huge, huge mistake. If your machine is on Wi-Fi, the next one matters a lot. Go down to wireless adapter settings. Set its power saving mode to maximum performance. That stops Windows from putting your wireless connection to sleep. The last thing you want on the connection your data feed rides on. And while we're talking about this, if you can, always, and I mean always, run an Ethernet cable instead of Wi-Fi. Just do it. I know you've heard me say that before. Now, keep on scrolling down to the sleep section. This is a big one. Put your computer to sleep, set that to never. A sleeping trading computer drops your data feed and it costs you seconds waking up. Allow wait timers. Set this to disable. Then turn hibernation off, and when that row expands, turn off fast startup, which is right underneath it. Fast startup causes flaky behavior on a machine that stays on all day. Next is the USB section. 3 settings, all the same treatment. USB hub selective suspend timeout, set it to 0. USB selective suspend disabled. USB 3 link power management, off. This is Windows powering down the USB ports to save a trickle of energy. And if your mouse or your keyboard is on one of those ports, you get that dead half a second where you click to flatten a position and nothing happens. At the market open, a frozen mouse is the same as having no mouse. By turning all these settings off, everything stays awake right along with your CPU. Now, just below that, if you've got Intel graphics, you'll see the Intel graphics power plan. Set that to maximum performance. If you don't see it, you don't have it, that's fine. It might be missing. Next, we're gonna see power buttons and lid. And here's a nice little insurance policy. Set the power button and sleep button actions to do nothing. That way, a bumped button by you or your kid or your cat can't put your machine to sleep mid-session. Then PCI Express link state power management, set that to off. That's Windows putting the slot your graphics card sits in into a low power state, and your graphics card is what's drawing every chart on every monitor. No napping there either. We don't need that thing going to sleep. Now, the processor power management section. If you're using a desktop, set the minimum processor state to 100 and the maximum processor state to 100. That holds your processor at full speed all the time instead of letting it downshift and then having to scramble to catch up. On a laptop, leave the minimum alone. Pinning a laptop processor at 100% all day long just makes a lot of extra heat. Now, just below that, you're going to see a batch of settings with a little lock icon on them. The core parking, the boost mode, numeric thresholds, just leave them all locked. The power plan already handles all of that, and a wrong number in there can cause instability or overheating. The last one in this section is called power throttling. Switch it to off. This is literally Windows reducing your processor's performance to save power. That's the exact behavior we came here to kill. And at the very bottom, if your machine shows an AMD power slider or a GPU preference setting, set those to best performance. Everything else on this screen, the Internet Explorer timer, multimedia, battery sections, start menu options. Remember the rule, I didn't mention them, so leave them on default. That's the power settings screen done. Now we stop. Reboot your computer, full restart. When it comes back up, open your actual trading platforms, Thinkorswim, NinjaTrader, TradeStation, whatever you use. Make sure they open, and make sure they connect to your data feed, and make sure your charts load. Just log in like it's a normal trading day. If everything works, and it will, because power settings don't touch your software, you're done for the day, and your processor will never again be napping when the bell rings. If anything looks off, roll back to that restore point we made. That's the whole point of doing it this way. All right, this is where I would normally recap, but we've changed so many settings. If you got stuck or I went too fast, just go back into the video, walk through them step by step. The great part about YouTube is you can watch this video over and over. So here's what I want you to do tonight before the next open. First, if you haven't run the free CPU benchmark test yet, go do it now. The link's in the description. Takes 2 minutes, and it tells you whether these settings can save your machine or whether you've got a hardware problem that no toggle can fix. Second, make these power changes and watch how your trading platforms behave right at the market open tomorrow or on Monday, whenever the market opens. That stutter or latency or little delay you've been living with should be totally gone. And third, before you make any big decision about spending money on a new machine, I want you to have the same information I give every trader who calls us. It's called The Complete Guide to Trading Computers. Get it by clicking a link in the description or scanning that QR code that's on your screen right now. It walks you through exactly which specs actually matter for trading, how much RAM your platform really needs, and how to know when tuning is enough versus when it's time to replace your machine. It's completely free. Again, grab it at the link in the description or just scan the QR code on your screen. So you're deciding with facts. This is a brand new version. It's completely updated and it will help you totally optimize your trading experience. Next up, in the next video, we're going to talk about all these brand new Windows AI settings that almost nobody understands yet, including the one that's taking snapshots of your screen while you're trading, and it's doing it behind your back. I'll tell you exactly which ones to kill, and it's not the ones you'd guess. Thanks for watching. My name is Eddie Z. May the trend be with you.